Coming back to you guys today to show you something I've used since about 9th grade. It's Berryman B12 Chemtool Fuel System Cleaner. It cleans the entire fuel system, injectors, carburetors, and intake valves. And it does much more. I'm not sponsored by Berryman to show you guys this. I just wanted to show you guys this because I've used it since around 9th grade when I found it on Amazon for very cheap, which I'll leave a link in the description to where you can find this stuff. But back when I first started using it, I had a 93 V6 Camaro that would not, it had poor acceleration, it was just choppy when you went up a hill, no power whatsoever. Well, I ran 3 bottles of this stuff through there. After the first bottle, the car's idle started to smooth out and acceleration started to get better. And then by the 3rd bottle, I was able to do burnouts. My acceleration was intense after that. It was up to where it should be for a V6. And I really recommend this stuff. I highly recommend this stuff. And you can applicate it many different ways. It says you can just dump it in the gas tank, but there's other ways of doing it if you know how. If you take your brake booster hose off, and you want to skip putting it in the gas tank and going through your fuel lines, you just want to go straight to your intake plenum, take the brake booster hose off, have someone there so they can keep a steady idle in the vehicle because the idle will raise because that's a huge vacuum leak. Slowly pour just a little bit in at a time, and what that's going to do, it's going to clean the runners of the intake of the plenum and the lower intake of the intake runners. And it's going to clean the top side of the intake valves, and it's going to be a more potent dose to the combustion chamber. And what that's going to do is going to lift the carbon deposits on the top of the cylinder head, inside the combustion chamber, the cylinder walls, and on the top of the piston. But you can run this through your fuel system. If you have a scan tool that can read fuel trim diagrams, and you may have a lean or a very rich condition because maybe you have a dirty fuel line or a dirty fuel filter or so on and so forth. Run some of this through it and you can actually see the difference in the fuel trim on the scan tool with this stuff. And really what makes this stuff so good, it's right up here, it's Hest. It's kind of hard to see, but that right there, that is Hest. That stands for high energy solvent technology. Means it's very combustible. I mean extremely combustible, very flammable. But I highly recommend this stuff to you guys. I've used it in many different things. I've used it in lawnmowers, small trucks, big trucks, little cars, big cars, Ford Rangers, Ford F-150s, S10s, Silverados, a Dodge Dynasty I have, my Camaro I had. I've used it in just about anything. Couple of John Deere lawnmowers, and this stuff is the freaking bomb. I'm telling you guys need to get a ball of this and try it for yourselves. You don't have to just use it for that purpose. I've used it to help clean parts. Like I've took a couple of Walmart cylinder head or Walmart. Sorry about that, guys. Lawnmower cylinder heads off and actually cleaned the heads with that stuff, and it worked tremendously. As soon as I poured it on there, it was starting to break the carbon down. And I just scraped it away with the brush tool. But anyways, guys, I'd like for you to try it and let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'm going to leave a link to this stuff in the description. They also have brake parts cleaner, throttle body cleaner. They have all kinds of stuff. And they even have a professional level fuel system cleaner. You need to check it out. But I'll leave you guys a link to the description. Thank you, guys.